today, isn't he?
Okay, so there we go. It should be live now. It's just kind of trying to stall it out so I can get everything, all the finishing touches set up, and hopefully stalled enough time for them to get qualifying done. Looks like they are still qualifying, so we will see. We do not have an invite to go in and watch qualifying, but we'll continue to just kind of listen in on a couple of the admin radios as we get ready to start. And the Misfitz Racing National Series playoffs. So for anyone that's thinking that this is the same race that they just got done watching yesterday, that was our truck playoffs. Today is our National Series. And they're at Phoenix as well. They will be accompanying the trucks at the exact same tracks throughout the entire playoffs. So, yeah, just kind of getting ready for it. But yeah, the playoffs though definitely look like they're already shaping up to be pretty exciting. I mean, we had a outstanding race yesterday, completely incident free the first half. Then everybody started to get a lot more aggressive, including a battle at the end that was 3 cars on the lead lap at the end of all that. And of course, on top was today's birthday boy, Novice Squid, who actually got the win there. And today's actually his birthday, so he got the win yesterday.
858.
I don't believe he's racing tonight,
starting
but
third
I'm
or fourth.
not sure.
Hi, Bob.
Yeah, just trying to keep an eye on the chat, so hopefully we don't have any issues like we did last time. But
all right, Ramber, stay in the lobby. I gotta take a picture, and I'm gonna invite you guys. Just stay in the lobby, please.
Doing another lobby. Okay, so
you're just starting back then.
Hopefully they can all figure this out.
Good. But not.
Okay, so here we go. So yeah,
hey,
we're just
kind
of waiting it out. Sorry about the delay there. Hey, Blitzkrieg, how's it going?
Riley, go heels.
There we go. Okay, so we know the
what do you go by name, Bob?
Is working.
Riley, Bob.
Yeah, so we're just kind of waiting out here for the race to get started. They're getting the lobby set up right now, so we should be.
Oh yeah, starting
roughly a minute or so, minute and a half.
Starting third again tonight.
So hopefully.
Where are we starting the lobby, Joe?
Hopefully we.
Yeah, we're gonna do in our lobby.
We can get this one put together. But hopefully you guys are excited for this race as we're getting ready to roll into the.
I got it.
Fairly newly reconfigured
Private
Phoenix Raceway.
Posted 150%.
I actually quite like the new configuration.
What the hell's a tire heel?
Hey,
wow, we got 5 people watching.
Josh,
wow,
don't worry, you'll be like the 19th team that's beating them this year.
Set up.
What the hell's a tar heel?
Yeah, so we're just kind of getting.
It's a team that loses 19 times in the season.
Set up right now.
Yeah, that's why.
So right now we're just kind of waiting for everybody.
It's the team that's still living off of Jordan's, mooching off of Jordan because the university sucks as a whole.
I would say probably the guys to watch though are probably guys like JP Big Dogs last, who are always
same identical
some
mascot.
Of the fastest guys here.
Wait, JP, you're starting last, right?
JP Big Dogs absolutely dominated.
You're giving up your
race.
I thought you said you were giving up your
send the invites out so we get the shit started.
Yesterday.
I'm already sending them out.
But yeah. Yeah, wow, 6 people already tuned in. Thank you guys though for everybody that's tuned in. We're gonna try and get this race going here pretty soon.
JP, are you gonna work on your landing truck
to make sure to get everybody added
you're in the final 4 of the E-Spark.
Hey,
how is
JP.
It? Nice. Because you can win the championship in that.
J-Prep, you were second.
Set out here.
Who was fourth? What team did you get drafted?
Okay, so
JP, do you know?
Hey, JP Big Dogs and J-Prep are on the front row. That's no surprise, but
who was fourth? My camera didn't.
Well, he dominated the first half. He didn't even.
Did someone else take a picture?
At the end of the day, but yeah.
I have a Big Dogs.
Yep. But But J-Prev definitely looked like he had a car that could compete if he could get to him. Just kind of ended up with him occasionally having a lap car stuck around.
Suck it up, it's your job.
Or a car that was off the pace, just kind of in front of him.
It's
Which
not.
never
He's
really
truck
helps when you're trying to get that one. Yeah, hopefully we can get this one. Let's see. We got everybody.
What do you do?
Still here? Oh, yeah, they're still loading it.
Oh, god damn.
Nope. And
Alright, fuck it.
Keystone
I'm gonna
says
set up
he's had
the
to leave
fucking
party.
lobby. You read off the fucking list.
I really only
I'm
know the
doing it now.
front two right now, but yeah.
I got it.
But we know JP Big Dog is on the front row, along with J Prev. And they were actually two of the faster guys in yesterday's truck race here at the same track, so I would say that those two are definitely
Stages
ones to
on,
watch.
Flags all relaxed.
For,
Stages enabled.
But I haven't
Driving
seen
aids on,
the
customs
full
off,
starting
damage
order. I
on.
don't know if someone had the picture.
AIs.
Somewhere,
Max players 20 times 3.
I don't see them having sent the starting order somewhere.
What'd you say?
Yeah, I would. But yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for them to hopefully get this thing started up. Between Keystone.
I already know. I'll give him his one DNS there. Unless he doesn't want to use it. But obviously it makes sense. Alright, so first was JP. I'm going to invite you now.
I was third.
There's JP.
J-Prev was
JP's
second.
in. Yep. I'm waiting for... Alright, J-Prev, there comes yours. Who was third?
Me.
Oh, this is the NASCAR Heat 4 video game? Yeah.
I qualified third last night, too. That's where I should have finished.
But yeah. Definitely, hopefully, gonna get this one going here pretty soon.
Alright, hold on, I'm going through it. I just had to pause the timer.
Video game released by 704 last September.
Bob, D-Prev,
and it was the fourth game in their series.
It's a
streak took me out.
Games.
Yes, I'm setting him out. Hey, hold on. Who was fourth?
Nope, fourth. We're gonna get to yours starting fourth.
That's fine.
Pretty much
we're
everybody on that
doing this in the Xfinity Series cars for the National Series. Starting in roughly 5 minutes. Okay, only 5 minutes out. Okay, what else to talk about for 5 minutes?
There you go. All right. I'm waiting for Dom to get in. I'm next. I'm already in here. I'm waiting for... who's after that?
So, yeah, we're just... So we're just waiting for them to get this all loaded in here. Thank you guys, though, for everybody, though, that's tuning in.
All right. Blitz is getting his invite.
Hopefully
who's after
we can
that?
Get this one going. Still getting tired of repeating myself, but yeah. Just don't have anything else I can really talk about because I don't really know much else.
Hey, you could be as embarrassing as the Tar Heels.
Or as embarrassing as Keystone.
No, I'll give you this. You're not as embarrassed. Who's after Brad?
So yeah, so we're just kind of waiting it out here, but definitely, hopefully,
all right.
There's
DHG. Who's after DHG?
Timely fanner. I was hoping that it wasn't going to take 2 or 3 attempts to get it going, but yeah. No, NASCAR 85, that's coming out in September
Did he run a time?
This year. Is the expected release time.
All right, so hold on.
Although nothing's actually official, they'll probably announce something around.
So who needs an invite? So Bob will be first.
They'll probably announce it around the 4th of July, since that's where they're headquartered is. Or actually, no, Daytona's no longer 4th of July, so I don't know.
There's
Maybe
Bob.
they'll announce it sooner.
Who was left
maybe they'll
invite?
announce it later. But yeah.
Who else is left that didn't qualify?
So,
Novice.
Kind of waiting it
right?
out. Hopefully they get everybody in there, and then we'll get ready to go green flag, because green flag definitely long awaited.
All right.
Of course,
I'll
you still
Novice
got some
now.
pre-race stuff to get through, though.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. We'll start the timer.
Don't you mean the race winner, Blitz?
Make sure you include your audio.
In the Xfinity cars for the National Series.
Everybody, because Ryan will be going. Going into the race.
Okay, well, I'll include my audio this
Just
time.
go to
I
your
forgot to do
party.
it last time.
You go to the party, and then right at the top
Yeah.
you say include my audio.
But yeah, so hopefully we can get this one going here. But thank you guys over everybody that's stuck with us
All
for
right,
this
is
starting here.
everybody here?
I
JP,
have not seen the starting order, so I don't
J-Prev?
actually know where Katsu's gonna be starting. But once we get loading into the lobby, I'll be able to figure that out.
Josh, you here?
Oh, okay, okay, Katsu got 6th in
Keystone.
qualifying. Okay, I wasn't actually sure, so.
Dom's
Here we
here.
go.
Blitz. Wait,
I
Brady.
got the starting order now. All right, we'll have it.
Anchor.
Yeah, there we go. So,
Bob.
the starting order is going to be JP Big Dogs, J Prev,
Novice.
Keystone Guy, D Prev, Blitz.
An extreme. We got to send him a
wait,
party
no,
invite.
never
I'm
mind.
assuming,
Joe,
unless he's already got one in here.
JP, J Prev, Keystone.
Yeah, he's already in here.
D Prev.
We just got to send Keystone. You're going to send the thing to Meowsers?
Yep.
All right. Timer's going.
So here we go.
This
so we got,
XFL thing is so stupid.
DGH.
Tebow, really?
What's wrong with that?
Yeah,
he's a fucking idiot.
Blitzkrieg.
Why is he a fucking
Brady,
idiot?
Anchor.
Look, I'm a
Extreme
Miami
supporter,
Hurricane
and Bob
fan, and
goes
I
Seals rounds out
despise
your
the
top
Florida
10.
Gators. But that is one of the best. That is one of the greatest college quarterbacks to ever play the game. Doesn't matter.
But yeah, just kind of waiting for them to
A long time ago.
And he still has more playoff wins than most quarterbacks do, and he has one, and I hate him. No, that's what a college offense is, man.
Or not loaded in, but in the lobby already? Or are you guys still waiting on someone?
Joe.
Hold on.
Oh, come on. Really? 1 second. I accidentally nudged my stand a little bit, so I'm going to need to quickly refresh my, I think. Yeah, I'm going to need to refresh it. So, 1 second, guys. We'll get this back up and going here. Just give it a second to refresh. But yeah, it crashed out. Because they talk about literally everything. There we go. Got this one going. Load it back up.
But all seriousness, Tebow was a good quarterback.
What?
Okay, they're loading it, so I can actually accept that invite now.
Oh no, I can tell you some stories about him in Florida. He did more than you think he did.
I'm gonna.
Look, you remember the whole Aaron Hernandez thing and the
because I don't need Joe for pre-race. Because I don't need Joe for pre-race here, but we should hopefully get this one. Yep. So, oh come on, what? Don't know why that invite didn't work, but okay. Hopefully we can get this one loaded in here. Okay, so there we go.
Who's doing that?
200 laps tonight as they're going green flag. I'm going to try and give you guys
if you got comments like that,
radio
take them somewhere else.
coverage. If they're... Oh, never mind. They're going to be doing a manual start. My bad. Okay, so we aren't going green yet. But here we go.
Yeah, you're doing it.
We got...
I know.
They're rolling on up. Yeah, so right now they're just kind of rolling along. Yeah, let's see. Just kind of waiting to see if everybody grid up. So it's currently JP Big Dogs and J Prev on the front row, Keystone Guy, and D Prev third and fourth. Average Joe looks like he is going to round out in fifth here as we get ready to go. Green flag here. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Why does this thing need another refresh? Luckily, we still haven't gotten to pre-race yet, but there we go.
15.
So here we go. Should be getting ready for the pre-race ceremonies here.
Bob, shut up. Everybody, please pray your prayers in here. Dear Lord, tonight we thank you for the safety innovations and these beautiful stock cars that we have. We pray for our families and friends to be safe over the next week. We also pray that you bless JP Big Dogs so he doesn't go a lap down tonight. Thank you. Amen.
Wow. That's some disrespect right there.
JP,
yeah,
go
he
ahead,
ended up
buddy.
lap down last night. There we go. Oh.
JP, you doing the
This is the issue with.
national anthem?
Nope. JP Green Dog's doing the command.
No, I said you had it.
Wait. Anthem?
You're killing me.
What? Who has it?
You're killing me. That's why I kept asking you. That's why I kept asking you.
Yeah, exactly. Some of them have done nothing.
All right, y'all
so
ready? Here we go.
I'm just removing individual comments, not taking the entire live chat off, because I do quite like the live chat,
Hold
but
up.
I'm
You
going
got
to
ads.
remove individual messages
You
if
got
I...
ads, hang on. Hold on a minute.
But yeah, right now, just kind of waiting to see.
I'm skipping the ads.
National anthem here.
Singing kind of music as the background gave me an inspiration.
Can y'all hear it?
I asked
Here we go.
God, nice night.
Alright, you know what? DHG, command.
Oh, what? G's doing the command? What?
No, we gotta stop for the national anthem. Everyone's got their hat off. You have to stop. They got their hats off. Man,
Why we turn it off for?
yeah, leave it going. This is the national anthem. You can't just stop it. It's the national anthem.
That's messed up, man.
Yeah, we should have listened to it. We should have.
That's why I
listened to
kept
the
asking
national
over and
anthem.
over and over. Do you want me to run the national anthem? Who had it?
Okay, looks like they're just
Yeah.
rolling. No command to start engines, I guess.
Alright,
Well, no, it's a
calm
good thing
down.
because that means Ryan's gonna get more views.
So here we go. Ready to go green flag here. J Prev in that number 9 orange Hooters machine on the front row with the number 1 of JP Big Dogs, who's been the dominator of the truck series, but he's nowhere as near as dominant in this series, so maybe it'll be a closer fight. Of course, he wasn't able to get it done last night. Though he was able to get 2 extra stage wins to his credit. Green flag, though, out, and Keystone Guy immediately looking for the early challenge in this one. Yeah, so let's see though. JP Big Dogs, he's up the track. but he's gonna use the high line actually to, looks like to keep some of that momentum going. Then dives down that shortcut there, but J-Prev was able to get away on the first lap. But yeah, just trying to. But yeah, so J-Prev though in that number 9, Chevy was able to get away from the field there. Looks like D-Prev running that, that black and neon green car. We got Katsu in his typical blue and white car. But yeah, so right now just kind of early on in the race, just everybody's, I think, trying to get their spots figured out and where they're going to be trying to run for this first segment, because, I mean, they are not going to be able to make this first segment on fuel. That's pretty much, yeah, that's a guarantee. They might be able to stretch it on one stop, but even that would be a tough one for them to pull off, so I think you'll definitely see some guys trying to save some fuel, and I think you're going to see some of these guys just trying to run as fast as they can. And I think that's going to be the strategy for these front two, though, for sure. Going to just be trying to keep that track position all day long, because what we saw last night, JP Big Dogs had the fastest truck, in the truck race, but could not get through the field with 2 laps remaining, and ended up not getting to the lead. And why did my stuff just stop? Really? Why did it freeze up on me again? You kidding me? Oh. And I think there we go, we're back, okay. Hopefully we got this one back. We got the stream still going. Looks like the stream is still going, but yeah. Everybody, yep, there we go. Stream is still going. Okay, good. Sorry about that crash. I don't actually know what happened there. No, nothing of much note really happened during that quick little glitch out there. Keystone guy kind of slid back to what looks like the 5th position there on track. So yeah, he's currently running 5th in that number 13 Flex Seal car. But of course, he and D-Prev, I believe they had a little bit of contact towards the end of one of the stages. So I'm sure if the situation presents itself, I'm sure you'll see So right now, though, a lot of these guys, I'm assuming, are gonna just try and get in line and just start logging laps, try and get to the end of the fuel window, or try and get into the fuel window so they can pit, get their 4 tires and fuel. And I think it's gonna be a 2-stop stage for a lot of these guys. Some of the front runners you might see you might see some of the guys towards the back of the pack maybe try and save it and make it on 1 stop to try and save a lap. But I think for the guys up front that are running way up in the front and potentially in that top 5 for the stage points, I think you'll see them all stay away. I think you'll see them all try and pull the safer 2-stop strategy here. But yeah. So right now, though, we got Bob Goat Seals up here in the mix as well. He's got a win so far this season already. We got 2 drivers in the 98. Really, guys? Come on. I mean, at least they're very different colors, but actually, JP Big Dogs had the lead. Wow, I completely missed that pass to the lead. My bad. But yeah, so we got the 1 and the 9, though, battling it out for this race lead. And let's see. 9 ends up running to the back bumper of the 1. Is he going to be able to get a run, though, going here? Let's see. Ends up following him through that part of the track. And I think what we saw yesterday was that JP Big Dogs looked like he was better in this end of the track, and that J Prev was better when they went through the shortcut on the front straightaway. Yeah, right now though, definitely looks like though Novice Squid gonna try and show that he's gonna get the back-to-back, sweep the weekend, and of course it is his birthday, so he's gonna try and get the win on his birthday here. Not a whole lot of drivers in even the Cup Series have been able to do that, but oh, and the 60 looks like he's spun around. I did not see what might have caused that, but hopefully that doesn't end up bringing out the or I guess the only way we can have a yellow is a full course yellow, because we're not on a road course. But hopefully that doesn't end up bringing out a yellow flag though for that spin, because to be honest, that was a fairly minor incident, but yeah, he's okay. Yeah, he's back up, so there won't be a yellow flag for it. So here we go though, JP Big Dogs and J Prev. Let's see. They're just kind of, right now I think they're probably more sizing each other up rather than trying to outrace each other. But yeah. Right now though, I don't really know what the 9 can really do, except for try and just capitalize on any mistake that the 1 does make, but I don't see anything you can really do to really improve and try and run down the number or 1 any harder than he already is. Alright, now though, here we go. Katsu's up and battling with the 13 now for the I believe that's the 6th position that they're battling for. And nope, Joe's gonna stick his way in there, and oh, whoa, we got a bunch of guys diving to pit road. That seemed pretty sudden. I don't know if they're spinning around the track that they thought was gonna bring out a yellow flag, and it was a rush to pit. But yeah, it definitely seemed like there was some reason that a lot of these guys all just kind of jumped to pit road there all of a sudden. But here we go, the 13 and the 70 both come down pit road, as well as the 51 of Bob Goes Heels. Everybody just kind of pulling their way down into the pits. There's a lot of the front runners there coming into the pits. Now, though we didn't actually see the race leader come in. And actually, oh, and here we go. Here comes the 2 race leaders here. We got JP Big Dogs in that number 1, and we got J Prev in that number 9. So we could see those 2 potential. So it looks like the question is going to be, is Keystone Guy going to be able to make up the time that he lost with, or make up the time he lost on pit road and gain something while being on fresh tires 1 lap sooner? Or is it going to be a situation where JP Big Dogs was just in a better position to get this one? There we go. Okay, so they are still both in the pits. Let's see. Just trying to keep an eye on them. Okay, so J Prev and JP are the next 2 for okay, so they are running currently 7th and 9th for Keystone Guy as they come out the pits. Let's see. And Keystone Guy is able to get by, it looks like. Or no, never mind, that wasn't him. I don't know. No, he's still actually. Okay, so he's about a corner behind. Just trying to figure out where he was. I thought he was a little closer than that from what it looked like on his mini map. But yeah, just trying to figure out kind of the strategies here, because I think pretty much everybody's gonna need a second pit stop here. Now, maybe JP and JPrev were able to make it to that one. Oh, Novice out of the race. It looks like, unless we see that 98 pull out of the pit road, it looks like the 98 is out. Now the JPB Dogs have definitely pulled the lead on JPrev by a significant margin, and actually Bob Goes Heels is currently actually the driver in second, not JPrev, now that pit cycles have actually cycled around. So I kind of find that one kind of fun. Here we go. JPrev trying to make the pass for second, actually, as I was saying about how he wasn't in second. He's going to try and get there. Let's see, is the 9 going to be able to pull it off, though? Looks like 9's able to race side by side with him, but isn't able to clear him yet. Yeah, this 51 and 9 are actually battling it pretty hard for this second position here, and of course that would be a point at the end of the stage if they are able to race it all the way back to the stage like that. I don't know necessarily if they are going to be able to pull off racing back to the stage like that, but yeah, right now the 9 now takes over that second position. But let's see, is the 51 going to be able to pull something off? No, it looks like 51 kind of backs up the corner a little bit more. Maybe he's setting something up for a corner exit, but no, he's nowhere really close to being able to make the pass back there. So it looks like the 9 will maintain this second position for that lap. And he might be able to start to now reel in JP Big Dogs, as he's not going to be pedaling side by side for that spot. Yeah, so right now the Keystone guy running fourth still. JPrev trying to make it to the end of the stage, of course, so I think still a lot of these front runners I think have got to be on that two-stop strategy, especially the guys that pitted earlier. Now, JPrev and JP Big Dogs could be on the one-stop strategy, and they're already done their pit stop. But I think for guys like Keystone Guy, Blitzkrieg, and some of those other guys that came into the pits at the same time there earlier on, but I think they have got to come back in for another pit stop. Let me see how many laps we got left to go. 14. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it 14 more laps around. And we've seen Anchor now come to the pit road. I don't remember if I saw him come to pit road already or not once, but he's on pit road now. Let's see, the 60, is he coming? Yes, the 60, or the 60 is going down to the pit road. And let's just see, anyone else make the hard turn onto the pit road? Haven't seen anyone else make that hard left-hand turn onto the pit road. Which, to be honest, here is actually only a slight left-hand turn, but so yeah, right now though, JP Big Dogs, he's actually coming up on a lap car here, so could this potentially be, I think if you're JP Big Dogs and you are on a two-stop strategy, I would say the second you get up to that lap car, I say that's when you come to pit road. Don't let the, don't let the driver, don't let the lap car slow you down. But there we go, Blitzkrieg actually coming to pit road, kind of proving that he was on a two-stop strategy there for that first stage. And I would assume then that Keystone Guy, yes, Keystone Guy peels off from fourth place and comes down to the pit road as well. And then we've got Average Joe still out there, running up there. Yeah, right now though, I'd say this 9 and 1 are definitely going to be two of the guys I'd be looking at to potentially go the full rest of the distance. Keystone Guy coming off the pit road. Here comes J-Prev trying to put him a lap down. Well, I think J-Prev isn't actually the race leader, but he is definitely up there in terms of leading this one. Let's see. Is JP Big Dogs ahead or behind? I think he's ahead of. No, he's actually behind the 13, so the 13 is on the lead lap, but, oh wait, no. I'm confused. I'm trying to figure out where he's at right now on this one. So it looks like he's currently 1 lap down, trying to avoid being 2 laps down, which would make sense considering he's made 1 more pit stop than everybody else. So right now, Keystone Guy would be racing. Bob Goes Heels for what I think should be the lucky dog position. Now, Bob Goes Heels might be able to get that lap back actually from leader, or maybe he's just about on the lead lap. I'm not really sure on that one, but yeah, it looks like Bob Goes Heels is just about 1 lap down, so just kind of hoping for everybody to get through there. Yeah, so right now though, the 51 oh, and here we go, the 2 leaders have actually called it. No, they're going to be going for this 2-stop strategy in this stage, so we're going to see seeing a 2-stop strategy here once again. So did staying out those extra laps now potentially cost them some time rather than pitting earlier to try and get those fresh tires a little sooner, because of course fresh tires are still a fairly big factor at Phoenix, especially considering how much it eats away at these tires. Now, it could potentially mean that they only have to take right sides or something to get to the end, but like actually Keystone's is coming right up behind J-Prev, especially if J-Prev gets hung up in these lap cars. It's still a lap down though to whoever the race leader is currently. I'm not really sure who that race leader is at the moment, but here we go, 1 lap to go in the stage. I believe this is the final lap of the stage. And oh, we got a wreck. 60 car into the wall. backs it down into the inside wall. Not really sure what is going on with his car right now. But what I can say is that I believe he is a... Oh! I think whatever happened there, I think that collected whoever the race leader is. Yes, the race leader is the 19. It was actually... I don't know where the 19 is, but... Yeah, there we go. So JP Big Dogs just slowed it down. I don't know if that means that he was the stage winner or who ended up getting that stage win. It looks like it might have been the 19 of Brady. Let's see it. Just gotta see it to make it sure I'm talking to the right guy when I go dial him up, because we're gonna dial up the stage winner. Come on, I can't. Okay, well, I'm not gonna get a chance to talk to the stage winner if I can't see who the stage winner is. Oh, there we go. But now it's already pretty much timed out, so I'm not gonna be able to talk to the stage winner because I wasn't sure it was Brady. But yeah, so stage winner was Brady. He was able to get the stage win. I'm assuming that was from doing a one-stop strategy as opposed to a two-stopper, but hey, massive congratulations though to that number 19 team for being able to pull that one off. Looked like they might have had some kind of incident coming to the start-finish line there, but that will start. No, that will get it down to 8 cars on the lead lap as Bob Goseal has actually just got the free pass there on that one. There you go, JP Big Dogs though able to get the launch off the high side to power around the outside of that 51. Yeah, so there we go. They've gotten through what was last night. The chaotic part was them just trying to go 4, 5, 6 wide on the restarts, and that wasn't going to work out. And in the end, it didn't work out for getting some restarts in here. But here we go. Let's see. The 13 and the 70 battling it. 70 goes slow. Not able to really make anything happen there. Let's see, what can this number 13 do to hold off the 70? Oh, and it looks like the 60 has bowed out of the race. But now the 9 looking to try and get up into second, or maybe even going for the lead here on this one. Here we go, 9 going down to the inside. He's gonna make the pass clear over the 51, though. He came up to block as the 51 went down there to use the shortcut. That almost worked out pretty bad to actually end up in a crossover move there from the number 9, and the 51 would have been able to get back around him, but looks like it worked out for the time being. And I guess we'll have to see if the 9's able to pull that same type of move off on JP Big Dogs here, driving this number 1 that's leading the race. Yeah, right now though, the front 2 definitely look like they've got the field in check right now, especially considering some of these guys haven't really been able to even stay on the lead lap. There's a couple of them that are still laps down, but here you go, Blitzkrieg and the 13 actually battling it out for position though. Let's see, the 70 currently holds the spot. That's the 4th position that the 70 has over the 13, but the 13 gonna try and take it away if he can. Well, let's see. It looks like is Katsu gonna be able to run away with it? We got. Looks like the 51's actually right up on the back bumper of J-Prep once again. Oh, never mind. He's to the inside. He got all the way to that inside quarter panel, but wasn't able to really wedge it down there and do anything with it, for lack of a better term. But here we go. The 9 car slows down on that apron, but gets the better run off the corner, maybe? I don't really know. I mean, hard to tell without seeing those draft numbers, because despite this is only a 1 mile track, JP, you wouldn't stand a chance against JP Big Dogs. We both know you wouldn't stand a chance against him. When you think about it, you couldn't even come close to beating the guy running 5th right now in a 1v1 that you did with him. I mean, you were unable to come even remotely close. Yeah, so we got JP Big Dogs though leading this one pretty confidently right now as well. Just trying to figure out. So yeah, so it does look like Sporter is in the pits with some sort of issue there after leaving the party. So it looks like he will be remaining there for the remainder of the race. 51 just kind of running in line there behind the other 2 leaders. So we've gotten actually fairly spread out. So we might be able to go 2 stages once again without a caution. JP Big Dogs leads from the 9 and then the 51 are your top 3. Then 4th Katsu, 5th is Keystone Guy. So that's your quick rundown of the top 5. But yeah, they just got really spread out so far, and to be honest, it's not necessarily a bad thing, because we're gonna get to see the strategies play out, and should be fairly organic for the pit stops here, because they're gonna have to make 1 to 2 stops, probably 2, I would guess. Though some of the guys that have with some of these guys that were able to stretch it further at the end of the last stage, I would expect to see them try and stretch it again and maybe make this stage on a 1-stop strategy, though again, that would be a pretty tough one to pull off. I don't think you can make it on a 1-stop, but I've been surprised by what some of these guys are able to do fuel mileage wise before. And we got 1 car already on pit road. Is that Bob? No, it's not Bob. So who was the light blue? That was actually, wow. That's a weird one to see. JP Big Dogs peels off to pit road. Promoting Katsu to 3rd. 2nd place goes to Bob, and the race lead is now given to this number 9. To be honest, I'm surprised, because yeah, I'm kind of surprised though that the 1 didn't try and stay out a lot longer like he did in the first stage, to try and maybe make this one into a 1-stopper, considering he didn't. Sorry about that. Considering he got some of those laps ticked off under the yellow flag at the end of the stage. So the 51's come into the pits. The 9 cars come in. And the race leader is Keystone Guy. So Keystone Guy leads it, but I would anticipate that you will see him on pit road here within the next 5 laps. Probably less. now, though, Keystone Guy definitely taking advantage of being the leader, and he might be able to actually get a little lucky here if we get a yellow flag. It'll be kind of the same situation as last night's race where the caution flag came out and it really benefited someone who was running well but wasn't really up there to compete for the win. But right now, though, I'd say probably still J-Prev. No, I think Katsu came into the pit road since along with one of those big packs of cars. I don't know where he's cycled out to, as my leaderboard is actually... Oh, that's actually interesting. I'm hearing from some of the crew chiefs on top of these pit boxes, just kind of listening to all the crew chiefs all at once, but I'm hearing that some of these guys might be able to make a one-stopper, and that's kind of what I was saying, though, is that you could maybe make a one-stop strategy out of this one if you go from having pitted at the end of the stage, and then you go and run your fuel as low as you can to try and stretch the windows to connect it. Considering a full fuel tank is, I believe, 23 laps in this series. I guess we'll have to see, though, when everybody cycles out to the pit road to see where everybody came out, but I'd say Katsu looks like he might have gotten a bit of an improvement on positions there. Katsu is 7th, though, so that is currently a battle for 7th. Not really sure who the race leader is. Okay, now it's race lead just went to Brady. So Brady in the number 19 currently is your race leader, and Keystone Guy is currently 1 lap behind the race. So Keystone Guy's a lap down. I think Katsu might even be a lap down. Nope, never mind. Keystone's the first guy 1 lap down, so Katsu's the last guy on the lead lap. But yeah, this is gonna be a game, though, of how hard do you push it and who are you racing, really. I think it's the who are you racing and what lap are you racing to, because I can pretty much guarantee for a lot of these guys, I think a lot of these guys are racing to lap 200. Now, I think guys like Keystone here, and maybe even Brady here, Brady just came into the pits. I think those two might both be racing to lap, or to the to lap 80, which would be the end of the second stage. But yeah, so right now, though, definitely looks like Brady, though, coming into the pits might, and he's almost certainly going to relinquish that race lead, though, to someone. Not really sure who got it, but yeah, someone was able to get that race lead away, and Katsu's up into 4th position. Bob goes heels to 3rd, so that tells me that the top 2 are probably back to being JP Big Dogs and J-Prev. So those 2 are back to being the 2 guys out front, 1 and 2. So yeah, right now, though, everybody's just running so similar strategy, at least for the majority of the field, that I feel like for a lot of them it's going to be a fight between them for the points. But I think for the guys that are playing the strategies out, I think you'll see varying degrees of success. I think Keystone Guy might be able to get this stage win off of the strategy, though someone like the 19 who played this strategy, and actually he was able to win the first stage off of a strategy, but yeah, the rest could catch up, and currently they're all pretty much on the lead lap. But yeah, currently, though, I'm expecting the top 3 or 4 to come into the pit road still one more time before the guaranteed yellow flag at the end of lap 80. But of course, that's still, how many laps left? That's still 15 laps away. So you've got 15 laps in which any of these guys could potentially come to pit road, and that would shake up the strategy as well here on this one. So, yeah, so the one though definitely has been the race leader, and for the majority of this race, especially of the green flag running. And they're catching it. I think they're catching the 19 there, even though the 19's on fresher rubber, especially compared to the one who was the first guy on pit road by a while. Yeah, right now they're just kind of keeping an eye on that lap car, because right now there isn't a whole lot of battling for position going on throughout the field. I think a lot of these guys have just kind of committed to their strategies and are trying to just run them to completion. Now a lot of these guys are just trying to run to a pace. Yeah, so essentially when you come down to the pit road, the way it works is because of the pit road speed, you will be going essentially, I believe here the speed limit is 45 miles an hour. So you'll be going 45 as we see the first, second, and fourth come into pit road, actually, as I was saying that. So, essentially the way pit road works is that you've got a set speed that your cars will go for the entirety of pit road, and then you'll have to stop in your box for your service. That will usually take between 11 to 15 seconds, depending on whether you're doing 2 tires, 4 tires, how much damage you've got to repair. But it looks like Brady might have had an issue on the track, or is the yellow flag out? No, that looks like Brady's just running a really slow pace around here. Yeah, so right. Oh, wait, no, never mind. They're under the manual yellow. So Bob goes heels as the race leader. I'm kind of curious to know what the manual caution is going to do with those guys that were all on pit road at the time of caution. Because of course, if they were able to pit before the yellow flag was called, then all those guys would then go to the front of the field if they weren't getting lapped. Now, if they're getting lapped, then they would have to fight for that. They would have to hope one of them would end up with the lucky dog, and the rest would have to take wave rounds, and we'd all end up towards the back of the field. But here we go, late in this stage, and we are gonna actually get a chance to talk to the current race leader here. Bob goes heels. Hey Bob, you got a copy?
Dude, I saw JP pin. I was like, I could dive down. Nah. I'll go one more lap.
Hey, 51, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you were the race leader there at the time of caution. How's the car handling?
I mean, it handles good. I needed it to roll the turn a little bit better in 3 and 4, but other than that, not really that many complaints. Just tight.
And I'm assuming from what we heard there right before getting in contact with you that you weren't able to lap any of those guys that came into the pits. Basically,
Fortunately,
the lap
I
before
wasn't.
the caution came out.
Fortunately, I wasn't. But I don't know. I might have a little bit fresher tires. I got a front bumper. I'll get stage points. We're good.
Okay, well, good luck. I think you might need a little bit of that luck to get to the front here without making too many enemies.
Making. Okay.
Okay, let's be honest. You've probably already
Anchor.
made them, knowing you.
Anchor, you're an anchor. You gotta go back. You're in ninth. You're not. Yeah, well then go around them then. I can't.
Okay, so there we go. We just talked to Bob Goodseals there, the driver of the number 51 Toyota Supra, but massive advantage though for these guys that were that were on pit road when the caution flag came out. Essentially, being able to leapfrog the drivers that that had stayed out to this point. And here we go, green flag, and they're 3 wide here, battling it out for the stage win. Let's see how many laps got left in the stage when they went green flag. Or I guess we'll have to see on the first lap off the restart, but. Yeah, so right now though, man, everybody's on edge here. And it is 6 laps to go, so wow, they've got 6 laps to go, but everybody's racing like it's the last lap here. 3 wide. Bob goes heels up the second. Keystone guy. Oh, contact. Oh, and that's, oh, Katsu goes airborne. Katsu goes airborne at Phoenix. Well, I mean, Phoenix is a bird. But that's going to be the yellow flag, and that's going to set them up for a very short run to end this one. I think a lot of these guys are kind of regretting their decisions of running that. Not even really sure what to describe that strategy as. Stupid. Just kind of going for it, I guess, really is what it was. But yeah, Katsu goes airborne though. Yeah, 1 car got airborne. Man, that was a big wreck for a short track. Usually you don't see a car get airborne at a short track. Usually at tracks like this one, you just don't really see a high enough speed to really get up into the air like that. But here we go, the number 19. He's got the race lead yet again here on a restart, and maybe he'll be able to lead at the end of the stage here. 2 laps to go. So this is the final restart of this stage. And here we go. J Prev trying to make the move on his brother even. D Prev. No love lost there between those two. They're going for this one, and it looks like the 9 will lead it back to the white flag though. 3 wide behind for second. And everybody's just scattered everywhere. I mean, right now, I don't think, besides the leader, I don't think I could really call where anyone is. 4 wide, coming off of turn 4. 5 wide, I think I might have even seen there for just a moment there with Average Joe. And man, whew. Looks like J-Prev, though, will get the stage win as we see contact with the 19 and the 3, it looked like. And everybody slides coming to the finish of it, but man. And Keystone guy got 4th. But let's go talk to J-Prev if we can real quick.
D-Prev Brady. I had to take it there, guys. Sorry.
Hey, JP, not JP. J-Prev, you got a copy?
Right.
J-Prev, you got a copy?
I just wanted to make sure. I raced you guys clean. I had to take it. Okay.
Okay, I guess we're not going to get to talk to any of the stage winners tonight, because first time I couldn't figure out who it was before before the caution ended. But there we go, everybody diving down there, trying to shorten down this track if possible. And now J-Prev trying to run. Oh wow, JP Big Dogs all the way over that, pretty much running over that rear bumper there. Let's see. Man, that second stage though, that finish of the second stage, that was insane. I mean, that is definitely, that was a fun finish of the second stage there. And hopefully we get to see another good finish like that for the race win here at the end. Yeah, just kind of early on in the stage, in the final stage, I think you'll see a lot of these guys take it a little easier. Even though it's closer to the end of the race, you still got a long way before the checkered flag, and there's no more guaranteed yellow flags. So if you do have a mistake and a caution flag doesn't come out for it, you're gonna have to just deal with the time that you lose from that, unless the caution does get called manually, because they do have the option in the rule book to call a caution manually if need be, but I don't see them really doing that too. I don't see them bringing the 2-car caution rule, which for the most part means that it's going to be a lot of automatic cautions. Let's see, going down to the inside. Just trying to see what these guys' game plans are, because a lot of these guys, I'm assuming, have different game plans here based on basically how their cars have been throughout the race. JP Big Dogs, he's leading though. Wasn't able to get either stage win though, despite having a very fast car and having led quite a few laps. So he has not really collected the playoff points that he would like to have. But yeah, still over 100 laps to go though. Still a long way to go. Still a long, long way off. Yeah, it's refreshing though to have a little bit of downtime after such an exciting finish of the stage though. Because I mean, last time they had just utter crashes and all that after the second stage was done. Kind of unfortunate we didn't get to talk to either stage winner though tonight. I guess they just didn't want to really talk there at the end of the second stage. Or he was busy apologizing, it looked like, so didn't really get a chance to talk to him. Yeah, so let's ride on the hood here, Keystone, and just kind of see his line here in Phoenix for a lap. So coming to the start of the lap, he goes middle of the corner and then cuts down right at the start finish line, going down below that yellow line and then re-entering the racing surface. Then just kind of riding around against that yellow line, just kind of riding at the line, not really crossing over it very much, getting a solid run here. Then the 39 kind of makes a little bit of contact, kind of forces him to take the high line here. Though I think it might work out better for him, as he's able to get that run off the corner and he's able to pass Deep Rev back, even though Deep Rev had the shorter lane. Keystone guy was able to keep that momentum going around that racetrack a little better without having to lift off the throttle. Or without having to lift off as much, I guess I should say. Because pretty much everybody's still lifting in the middle of the corners, at least to some degree. I don't think they've thrown that big of a restrictor plate on here to where we're running flat out in Phoenix yet. Yeah, J-Pro though was able to maybe pass on JP Big Dogs for that race lead. Here we go, let's see. Is it gonna be, it's gonna be a pass here. There we go, JP Big Dogs gets the pass done, and then the 9 crosses him over. Looks like the 9 might be able to pull the crossover move. No, the 1 actually with the power off the high side, able to take that lead back, and he will probably lead at the line, which is not really important now, but will be important come the finish of the race. So that tells me that you want to be going higher in essentially the final corner there before the as you're getting to what would be the restart zone to try and get this one. And that's if we have a green flag finish. I mean, last night we did not have a green flag finish. And the race actually ended under caution, though it was a caution flag on the final lap that ended up ending it. So I don't know how much you can credit that to being a green flag versus a yellow flag finish. Kind of like the Daytona 500 being technically a yellow flag finish. But it didn't change anything about how the outcome would have played out if they did run, if the green flag did technically go all the way to the thing. But yeah, right now though, these front two, they're battling it out for this spot. Looks like the one kind of backed off a little earlier in that corner, trying to get that power down. Looks like a little wiggle there though, and is gonna probably hurt his momentum. But there we go, he's gonna try and make some of this time up here though in what I would assume is probably his better end of the racetrack. I think 3 and 4 is probably his better end of the racetrack, though I'm sure someone's gonna try and disagree with me on that one. But actually, JP Big Dogs came into the pits there. J-Prev did not, so J-Prev currently leads the field here. But yeah, right now though, we're starting to see a lot of these guys starting to peel off towards pit road. And I'd assume that you're probably going to see a lot of the rest of the leaders coming within the next lap or two here. So I think probably Keystone Guy, I'm going to say, is going to be the next one to come to pit road. I think he does it this time. I think he plays it somewhat safe. Though he might be trying to get into a fuel window if he can extend the life of these tires another lap or two. He might be able to get into the realm of a two-stop race in this stage and essentially play the same strategy they played before. In trying to make it a two-stop stage. Though I think that in this scenario, I think he is going to have a hard time to save that much fuel and tire to make it possible, and it looks like he has decided that he's either saved enough or that he's gonna just go with the traditional 3-stop strategy for this stage. But yeah, so Keystone Guy pulling it down pit road. Let's see, Blitzkrieg still out on the racetrack, it looks like. But yeah, 90 laps to go though. Yeah, they're not anywhere with. Oh wow, they're further out from the checkered flag than I thought. I thought they were closer to maybe being in a 2-stop strategy. But yeah, no, they're gonna have a lot of pit stops before the end of this one if they go green. Now we get a rash of yellows that would speed this up significantly from the second half of the race. But of course, we're gonna hope that they can keep a green flag and we get a more legitimate finishing order than seeing everybody but the top 3 a lap down at the end of the race. Still a great job though to Novice for winning that one, but I just think it's kind of funny that we end up with 3 cars in the lead lap at the end of it. And I mean, we're running really well, it's just that caution came out at the exact wrong time for the rest of the field. So right now though, JB Big Dogs, Bob Goes Heels still running in the 5th and 6th positions there. Yeah, just kind of everybody just trying to manage what they can manage for now. Blitzkrieg actually back in 8th, so he's already come to pit road. And we've got Grady and the 1 of JP Big Dogs. JP goes all the way down the track to try and get by this 19, and it looks like the 19 might have just let him by almost by just kind of running the traditional groove and just kind of running in the banking for that corner. Look, I mean, that's a fairly easy way to make a pass if you want to try and point someone by, but boy, you might end up losing a few spots off of that one. But I guess at the point where you're getting lapped, you probably don't care about losing positions to other guys that are on the lead lap, but because you won't be actually losing a position or even technically a lap to the race. Here we go, J Prev now going on by the number 19. And it looks like Brady coming into the pit road here, and he was actually the race leader there. Okay. Interesting. Interesting pit call there for him to be the guy to play that kind of strategy. I'd say he's got something up his sleeve. I don't know what he's going to be trying, but whatever he's going to try and make it work. They're just kind of, a lot of these guys are trying to fuel mileage race their way to their respective finishing positions, but yeah, that's always a tough one. Yeah, running 4th or 5th-ish. Yeah, I mean, right now, while we're waiting for the pit cycles to cycle out, yeah, running 6th there for Katsu in that number 70 machine. But yeah, JP Big Dogs, though, definitely has the field in check here. Okay, so yeah, sorry about that, guys. Oh, come on, are you kidding me? Another crash of the capture card. Are you kidding me? Let's try this again, and let's see if we can get this booted back up in a reasonable time frame. I just don't know why it's continuing to do this, but I mean, once again, luckily nothing major happened while we were, well, that glitch happened. But I really wish I just knew what was causing it so I could just stop having it happen. But I don't have a clue what's causing all the crashes. So. If I knew what was causing it, I'd stop it at this point. Yeah, right now though, everybody's still got about anywhere from 15 to 10 laps from based on when they all came to pit road, and it looks like Anchor's coming into the pit road that time. That number 98 Ford Mustang there. And of course, Keystone Guy there in his Mustang, his Flex Seal Mustang there for the number 13 team. I got Deep Prem in that 39. Just kind of going through, but yeah, right now though, I believe he's the only one of the drivers still in the race that is on pit road currently making this pit stop, which in theory would be his final pit stop. So, or not? Oh wait, no, not his final pit stop. Never mind. We still have plenty of laps to go, but should in theory be a pit stop for him and one of his last couple of pit stops. But yeah, still 70 laps to go. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of pit stops, actually, because of the tire wear. I don't know. I mean, this track just does not seem to really play well with this tire wear. Like, sure, it makes the stages. It gives you a little bit more strategy in the stages because you've got the 1 or 2 stop strategy, but it really just makes this last stage drag on because you can only go about 20 laps on your tires before they pop. Blitzkrieg just came into the pit road, but yeah. That would be just kind of something I would comment on for potentially looking at the tire wear going forward, is that while yes, it makes the stages 1 and 2 more interesting, isn't that the point of stage racing, is to make stages is for the stage 1 and 2 to make the race itself more interesting, and in theory then they shouldn't need the extra help of extra strategy to make them exciting. Because I mean, the final stage is gonna drag on a long ways, as they're gonna need to make 4 or 5 pit stops in the final segment, which I quite like for the competition aspect of it, but definitely for a viewing standpoint, I can understand a lot of the race is going to be a lot of playing these fuel mileage games and assuming on a lot of these for how they're doing. But yeah, right now though, Keystone Guy and Deep Rev, 2 of the only guys that have yet to pit, I believe, in this one. And Keystone Guy does lead the race currently from the 39 at Deep Rev. But it looks like maybe Deep Rev's coming in. Nope, never mind, he didn't come in, and he just got a tap from his teammate that caused that wiggle. I wasn't sure what was gonna be, what that wiggle was. Wasn't sure if it was his brakes or what. But yeah, right now would be a fortunate time for a caution flag, wouldn't it? But of course, the John 316 of racing is cautions breed caution, so if we were to get a yellow flag, I think it's going to be more like 2 or 3 yellow flags right in a very short space of time, and then the more cautions you have, the more cautions you're likely going to get from the restarts. But yeah, that would be my one criticism though of this tire wear and length combination, is that it, sure, because I've heard the biggest thing I've heard from the drivers is that it makes stages 1 and 2 more interesting, which I agree it does. But is that worth the trade-off of this stage, being so long and drawn out? We have over 100 laps, and if they're only able to make 20-25 laps on fuel, I mean, that's a good 4 or 5 pit stops that they're going to have to make the minimum of. I mean, that just seems like a lot of pit stops, especially for the National Series, which, the races are designed to be shorter, I feel like. Now, I mean, yeah, you want to have a longer race so that the competitors can have the best shot at really proving what they've got. Yeah, so Keystone Guy cycled out in the 7th position. Not really sure who the race leader is right now. I think it might be Deep Rev. No, it might be Deep Rev. No, never mind. Deep Rev is no longer the race leader. If he was, because he's on pit road. Yeah, so Deep Rev is in 8th. J Prev is in 4th. Blitzkrieg in 5th. Yeah. Blitzkrieg is currently no, I just said him. He's in 7th, and we have like 66 laps to go, so we still got a long ways to go. Minimum of probably 3-4 more pit stop, or a minimum of 3 pit stops pretty much required. Probably 3, or probably 4 for a lot of the field, I'd assume, for how many more pit stops they're going to need to make in this stage. And that's, of course, not counting if we get some caution flags to, But yeah, right now, though, they are definitely running this one. Definitely running a different strategy here to what they're gonna run next week at Talladega, where it's gonna be high speeds, lots of pack racing, a lot of guys kind of shuffling around positions in the middle of the pack, and of course teamwork being key next week as well at Talladega Super Speedway. You guys won't want to miss that one, but of course you guys don't want to miss the remaining 60 or so laps of this race either. As we're gonna see who's really got who's gonna be basically safe going through this round, even though the win isn't a guarantee, I don't believe, in the playoffs. It is a very good points day, especially on the playoff points front, because that gives you 5 playoff points immediately if you're able to win the race. But that's of course a lot easier said than done. Kind of waiting it around, just trying to see what we can see, and it looks like Brady's decided that now is the time for him to come to pit road. Anchor's decided to come down to the pit lane. Let's see, JP Big Dog still lapping cars though. That black and white number 3 versus the colorful car of JP Big Dogs. I mean, hey, you throw a few more colors on there, you go from you have the Rainbow Warrior versus the black and white number 3. I think that'd be a fun race to see, though. I'm pretty sure you're going to see that at Darlington here within the next few years. You're going to see Austin Dillon doing a Dale Earnhardt Sr. tribute while William Byron does the Rainbow Warrior scheme. Yeah, there just isn't a whole lot to really talk about when they're just running out these their fuel strategies, and I don't entirely think that they're coming into the pits anytime super soon. I think you might start to see some of the front runners start to consider peeling off. The guys that pitted a lot sooner, like your JP Big Dogs or your J-Prev. And there we go. Blitzkrieg starts the pit cycle by coming down to the pit road. And let's see, is that going to pull other lead lap cars down with them, or are they going to try and lap them and try and keep them lapped? I know that was the issue before, was that everybody got lapped, but then they unlapped themselves before that yellow flag came out, so we end up with everybody still being all good, which is good. But of course, you always kind of want to see that weirdness of, how'd that happen for a guy getting in the show? Which I think that's what Jordan Anderson's gonna try and be, is a wake-up call to the guys. It's like, yeah, you guys, come on. We can win these races, even if Kyle Busch isn't in them. So that's been a hot topic of conversation. This week was Kyle Busch and Kyle Busch in lower series. just don't have a whole lot to talk about in this one. It's a lot of just fuel strategies and whatnot. And right now, a lot of these guys are just trying to play it out to their windows. We've had guys just kind of coming into the pits, making their stop and heading on out. But not a whole lot of strategy playing into this one still. Now we've seen a lot of guys coming to the pit road though so far. And it looks like could see the next one being Keystone Guy here though. He should have plenty of laps on his fuel, but his tires I'd say would be the question mark. And how low does he want to risk those tires? So I'm sure he's gonna pit for a minimum of 2 tires. Probably gonna grab all 4 though while he's in. And he is going to be, I don't know if he's going to be able to make it or not on fuel from here, though. That's going to be a close one. Right now, though, we just got them making the pit stops. Sorry if I'm a little scatterbrained tonight. Oh, and anchors spun on the entrance to the pit road. Hopefully that doesn't bring out a caution flag. That would be actually a pretty unfortunate way for a caution flag to come out, would be from a single car spin, but because it's on entry to pit road, the game decides to throw the yellow flag. Now, usually that won't result in a caution unless someone hammers the spinning car, but still. Yeah, this race has just been so bland kind of in the second half, especially with how long these stages are. I mean, really, I could cut this whole part out where they're going for this, because right now it's all about trying to get into this window here, which they are just entering now, which is the potential one more stop, or which is the potential 2 more stop strategy. I mean, so if you pit now and then you pit one more time, getting to the end of this one. But yeah, they're just now entering that kind of territory, though. Let's see, it looks like we got J-Prev on pit road actually already. Oh, and a little bit of a pile up there on pit road. But again, really, I mean, 40 laps from the finish of this thing, the pit stops really aren't going to make a big difference in this until we start winding down all the way to the finish of the race. And I mean, yeah, right now though, JB Big Dogs, Bob Goes Heels, and Keystone Guy lead the field from D-Prev, J-Prev, and the rest of the guys have already come to pit road probably. Yeah, as I said though, there's next to nothing to really that's anything worth talking about right now. I mean, if there was something worth talking about, I would talk about it. But I mean, really, again, I'm just gonna be a broken record saying how everybody's just trying to get into that fuel window of, trying to get that 20 lap to go mark roughly on the fuel and tires that they're stopping for now, potentially, or they're going to have to make that, or they're going to have to turn it into a 2-stop race from here, which is not a preferred move to do, but it is something that you are going to see probably a lot of the front runners do, though I think JB Big Dogs and Keystone Guy might be the 2 guys that are going to try and be contrarians here and pull the long run game off, though I think, J-Prev might be about to unlap himself from Keystone Guy without even having the full cycling of the pit stops. Let's see what is J-Prev able to do when J-Prev catches the back here of Keystone Guy, and will he be able to catch him? I guess that's the question, because we don't really know yet if the 9 will be able to catch the 13 of Keystone Guy before the pit stop happens, because of course we know that he'll slow down for this pit stop when it comes time, but I don't know, let's see. We'll go by the pit road entrance, so we still have yet to see him come in. Oh, and it looks like Anchor was on getting his another stop of his done, but still 31 laps. I mean, that's not a doable range. I mean, he is outside that window, so he is gonna be well off the pace at the end of this one. He's gonna be a number of laps down at the end of this one. Yeah, so he just came in, or he looked like he was coming into the pits, he just came off the pit road, I mean. Squid's still down there from his DNF, and Keystone Guy has decided that now is his time to come in, and I'm not. I mean, being his crew chief in career mode, I would have tried to coax him into staying out there a little longer, but looks like in the end, did JP decide to come in? JP Big Dog has stayed out to this point. That concerns me because now that means that JP Big Dogs has not only a lap on the field, but he also is potentially going to be able to make that stretch of the extra 5, 6, 7 laps that he needs to get in the window. I don't know how bad his tires are right now, but so there we go. We got still 30 laps to go, so still a long ways out, but we should all be within one pit stop to the end of the race. Now they aren't all ready to make that final pit stop. I'd say the opening for the final pit stop is going to come here in the next 4 or 5 laps when they start becoming possible to turn the lap, and then potentially a little bit more if it ends up being an actual issue that takes some time to learn. But right now, JP Big Dogs though has the class of the field right now. Keystone Guys back in 7th after all that's happened to him this weekend between the truck race last night and then this race. Now let's see him. He's coming up behind that 19. I'm sure he wants to get by if he can to get by this 19. There we go. Yeah, I'm just not. I'm out of stuff to say because of just how, I mean, this race, it's been caution-free, it's a long race, and they've got such high tire wear that, I mean, the tire wear is absolutely a joke in this final stage. I mean, you need to pit 4 or 5 times in the final stage. I mean, that's something that barely the Cup drivers have to do currently with the way that the races break down. There we go. D-Prev enters pit road for potentially his final pit stop of the race. So D-Prev comes, and everybody else stays out, it looks like. But yeah, just trying to keep an eye on everything. But yeah, this race though, I mean, this has just been, I'll be completely honest, there is little to no, there's been little to no entertainment value for me, at least personally as a fan up here in the booth. 23 laps to go. We are just entering that window of where they can actually make it to the end of the stage on fuel. But I mean, 5 pit stops in a stage, or in the final stage. I mean, at what point is that just too many pit stops too frequently for the number of laps that you're running? Because I mean, you're running, essentially you can make it a 10th of the race on a single run, because they make roughly 20 laps. That is just seeming like a, that just seems to me like it's gonna take forever to just get these final laps done. Like these laps that they're trying to tick off right now. And sure, we might see a strategy play out to a win, but again, that strategy isn't gonna win on the first set of those 5 green flag pit stops. Now, sure, maybe, for example, guys like Keystone are able to save 1 lap per fuel run or say 2 laps for fuel run, and are able to consistently kind of narrow up that gap, how far they need to go. Yeah, there we go. We see J-Prev, I think that was going by the 13, and now we see the 70 right in front of the 1. Now, I don't think the 70 wants to go. The 70 definitely does not want to go a lap down here. He wants to try and stay on the lead lap, especially if there is a restart coming, which I don't know if there is going to be one or not. We're winding down these laps, but I don't know. I can't say with confidence that there is not going to be a yellow flag in the remainder of this one. Just kind of waiting it out, seeing when all these guys are going to be coming to the pit road anyway. It's like Anchor's back on pit road already, which we already kind of know that he's essentially out. Oh, and Katsu, big hit for Katsu. Man, that was a big hit for Katsu, and I didn't even see what really caused that one. I didn't really see what brought on that big that big wreck, and it didn't bring out a caution though, which I find kind of surprising that they managed to have that big a wreck without a caution flag. But yeah, man, this race has just dragged on so long on this final stage, with just how long this these pit stops have basically prolonged the stage, which I don't mind a long race and with some pit strategy involved, but man, this just feels so long. Especially as we've got the entirety of the field kind of on this strategy. So there we go. JP Big Dogs comes in for his final stop. He comes in the race leader, 14 laps to go. Then we got the 13 now is your race leader. So the 13 of Keystone is the race leader. I don't know. I think JP might have done 2 tires there to try and make it to the end and win the one. Right now we got J-Prev coming. So let's see. Is J-Prev going to be able to pass the... this one? I don't know. I think... yeah, it looks like JP Big Dogs is going to be able to cycle out ahead of J-Prev, but J-Prev's going to try and hunt him down here. Of course, that's not for the race lead at the moment, but it very well is very likely that that could be the battle for the race lead and the race win at the end of this one in 13 laps, which is still a long way out. But I would say if you're going to come and try and play a strategy, I'd say at this point, windows wide open, just come any one of these next several laps, and make sure you don't blow a tire on your way to it. Now, of course, if you get a caution with the 1 lap car on the lead lap, you could potentially get everybody but the top 3 trapped a lap down again, like we saw yesterday in the truck race, which the truck race I thought was very entertaining. There we go. Keystone guy has come to pit road, and I believe that will be the last guy to cycle onto the pits. So he's going for so what I'm hearing is it's going to be a splash of fuel and 4 tires is what I'm hearing the call for the number 13 pit box, but I don't know. I think those 4 tires are going to really lengthen out this pit stop for him. Let's see. How long is that pit stop going to be? Oh yeah, I think the tires are what are going to potentially kill his chances of this pit strategy, because while he doesn't need the extra fuel, the extra fuel would have added a couple of seconds maybe, but a 15.9 is still not a good pit stop if you're looking at it that way. Here we go. Keystone, though, trying to stay on this lead lap. JP Big Dog is trying to lap the entire field, looks like. I don't think he'll lap the entire field, but he is certainly going to lap the top 5, or he's going to be lapping the top 5 here pretty soon. Actually, he's already lapped the 5th place car. That number 19 in the mirror of that one is actually a lap down, and he is the 5th place car there. So 9 laps to go, and JP Big Dogs is putting on an absolute clinic tonight here in Phoenix, though. And to be honest, I'd like to see a night race here, but rather than them having 2-day races, but then again, they're trying to emulate the actual NASCAR series, which I don't think they have any night races here, so I guess that's just kind of the unfortunate part of that. But so right now, though, the battle is going to be between the 1 and the 9. So I think the 1 pretty much has this in hand, unless we have a caution flag at the end of this race to spice everything back up again. But yeah, this has been almost the exact opposite, though, of yesterday's race. Yesterday's race, we had the first 2 stages run completely caution-free. We see all the strategy play out fairly naturally. And then in the final stage, we had a bunch of wrecks, which was pretty entertaining. Tonight we've just had a few cautions in stage 2, but this final stage is just dragged on and on, it feels like. I definitely feel like the tire wear being at 3x is definitely a bit of an issue at a track like this one, where you're having to pit every 20 laps, especially if you're not even able to make, essentially, I feel like you should be down to, I feel like 3 pit stops in the final stage should be a good number, but I don't know, maybe someone smarter than me is coming up with these things. But I feel like 3 green flag pit stops in the final stage should be more than enough. But then again, if you're running 200 laps, and you're making, I mean, I feel like running a strategy where you can maybe make it, I think, 6 or 7 pit stops throughout the entire race, if the entire race were green flag with no stages or anything. I think that would be cool, but I don't really know how that's all going to work out here. So, but what I do know, though, is JP Big Dogs is absolutely putting on a clinic, and J-Prev came to pit road, it looks like. Yet J-Prev is out of the race, actually. So J-Prev will not finish the race, and that will absolutely kill his day. That will promote Keystone to a top 3 finish, it looks like, as they continue to wind down. But that also now means that JP Big Dogs has no competition whatsoever, unless the caution flag flies. And I don't even think the caution flag really has that much of an opportunity to fly here. Oh! I opened my mouth at the exact wrong time. The caution flag flew. Sorry, JP Big Dogs. I'm just going to apologize preemptively here, because a late race caution is what cost him the... And if he'd been able to get to the line there, that would have actually been white flag, and the yellow then would have ended the race. So I guess we're going to have to see what comes up here, but... Let's see. These front 3 are really the guys to watch, though. Now you've got 3 guys all for the race lead. 2 laps to go. And all the marbles are up for grabs. And to be honest, this one, he's dominated the race, but the 51 with that opportunity, he even mentioned it earlier on when we talked to him under one of the manuals, that he has a bumper and he can use it. But here we go, coming back to the white flag. We're going to get to the white flag. This will be an official race. The race will end here in a single overtime. We aren't going to have to go to double or triple or whatever overtimes. But yeah, let's see. And yes, JP Big Dogs looks like he was set, and he is going to take the victory here at Phoenix International Raceway here in the Misfitz Racing League National Series. A bit of payback to the track that took the race win away from him last time.
That was
JP
fucking
Big
awesome,
Dogs, you got a copy? Hey JP, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, buddy.
Well, hey, congratulations on that win. Was that a little bit of a payback to the track after the track gave you a late race restart that ended up with you losing a race that was probably going to be yours yesterday? Was this one kind of a chance to show that you should have won that one?
Yeah. I'm not gonna knock the winner last night. It was Novice. He had a well-deserved win. I apologize for my actions. Happy birthday, Novice. But tonight, it seemed like I could run a little bit deeper, get on the gas a little bit better. I had the car worked out pretty damn good. Jay Prev, I'm gonna give a shout out to Jay Prev. He was up there with me. Brady, he was up there with me for a little bit there. Average Joe. Everybody had a good fast car, man, but I think I had the best adjustments in the last pit stop.
Now, I'm kind of curious, if he'd stayed in there, if Jay Prev had stayed in there when the caution flag came out, would he have had something for you? Do you think he
No,
could have gotten you
I don't.
there?
No, cause
You don't
he
think he
was
would've?
already 2 point something seconds whenever I come out of pit, and he was already down to 7 seconds. I guess when he had his little mid stop, I would come out on fresh tires, and he had done pitted like maybe 7 laps ahead of me. So when I come out ahead of him with fresh tires, I knew I was gonna pull away.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if he'd been involved in that restart there at the end, if he would have had something for you. But I guess that's a lot of what ifs. But hey, you know what? What happened was you got the
Well,
checkered
there
flag.
was only 3 cars on the lead lap. I knew there was gonna be one more car with a lucky dog, so I didn't take no fuel at all. I wanted the car light as possible, and I took 4 tires. I knew I'd come out of there in front, and I know as long as I could hold that line, just going into turn one, I'd have had that race won, and everything worked out in my favor.
Well, hey, you know what? Congratulations on the win. Definitely deserved this one. Dominated the entire race, it felt like.
Yeah, it almost kind of did, but I didn't win none of the stages. I will give shout outs to who won the stages. Jay Prev, he put up a hell of a race. I hated he had backed out like that at the end. He had a hell of a car the whole race. He really did. I think he'd at least took second, even if he did pit. The way the cars was so out of cycle on pit stops and strategy.
Yes, that will conclude the broadcast here for the Misfitz Racing League National Series playoff opener. I didn't actually see the finish results for Katsu. I'd have to go back in the stream and check, but late race restart absolutely shuffled everybody around. I didn't really get to see where everybody finished, but thank you guys all for watching, and we will see you guys in the next race, which will be the trucks at Sunday at Talladega Super Speedway. Thank you guys all for watching, and we will see you guys later. Bye.